Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone's doing all right. So looks like everybody should be having a good trading week so far. So by the time this video comes out, RDTE should have already paid out like their first distribution, and I wanted to see if the distributions in general are reasonable or not. So sorry for like if this especially looks a little ugly. I wasn't sure if I wanted to show this or not, but I think might be good to kind of give a peek behind the scenes. So basically, what I do almost every trading day, I try to look at like the Roundhill, like their spreadsheets, and I just wanted to keep track of like whether their their pay rates are reasonable. So basically, everything that you see here, you can do this yourself. So just keep track of like the close versus how far it is from like the strike price. So if it doesn't even reach the strike price of the cover call, that means they made money. But if it goes too far beyond like the strike price, there could be a potential loss. So well, probably doesn't make sense to show you all this other like all this other stuff. Like for example, like the delta, that's just my own personal, just like curiosity, because I just wanted to see like how far the money it is and things like that. But that's not that interesting to most folks. But I guess like what people are interested in is like the actual like distributions themselves. Like so I did it by like per share. And just one thing to note for September 13th, originally I had this as 20,000 because that's what I saw on the website, but it could be a timing thing because I think the correct number should be 230,000, same as the 16th. So like if you see here, like if you look at like the average, I think the average distribution that they're able to collect per day is about 3 cents, which seems reasonable to me. But notice what happens if I change this to 20,000. So that means like you know, if I change that to 20,000, that's like, they're losing 12 cents on average, which doesn't make sense to me because that would have meant that they took like a huge loss. Because I think this is where like, when there's more people piling in, so that seems to me that they're distributing the loss over like more people. So like a 16-cent loss on that particular day makes more sense. Of course, I could be wrong, but I don't think so. So I just wanted to kind of like point that out, just in case. I mean, they have a loss regardless, but it's just a matter of magnitude. So just some other stats here. So like the maximum, like the most they've ever made was 12 cents so far. The biggest loss that they have so far also is 16 cents, and it seems like on average they're able to pull in like 3 cents per day. But of course, I'm doing this up to like September 24th. You'll notice that I have like other days here, but that because like I'm accumulating like the information every day, because I just wanted to see how the like the distribution up to like a certain day, because my guess is that um they they pay out everything before like the declaration date. So that's just my guess. Because like if you notice like the sum of everything so far before the declaration date was 38 cents. And that's pretty close to what they have for what they schedule for the payout for September 27th. So by the time this video comes out, for people that bought RDTE, you should have this 36 cents per share. Well, I mean it's 36 cents plus like this some decimals, depending on how many shares you bought. So I think so. Just looking at this, it looked pretty reasonable. And then over here, I grayed out like this section here because like since there's only like so many trading days, like it's not statistically significant. But I'm starting to kind of like calculate the win and loss and the average wins and the average loss and then the expected return. So yeah, so it comes out to about 3 cents, and the average win is like around like 5 cents, and the average loss. But there's only one, so there's only uh, a loss of 16 cents. So I think so far so good. but I mean, again, this is just my opinion, and this is only based off of like a small sample size. And I also wanted to show you guys like the kind of the assumptions that I made for that particular date. So that's why it's important to kind of monitor like the volume and also like the shares outstanding. So this way, like you always want to see like that the the growth in the asset size is kind of near like lockstep with the increase in the like shares outstanding, because otherwise like you run the risk of like having what I call like tourist erosion or whatnot. So hopefully people found this interesting because so far so good. I'm assuming that uh, they have a similar methodology for XDT and QDT, and so far like it'll be interesting to see how like the win rates and like if the distributions are will remain reasonable, because if they pay out more than like what they're collecting in, like then there's a chance that there'll be return on capital, and you don't want like the ETF to erode, because I think so far they've been doing a good job. So I hope people found this interesting. I hope people can like and subscribe, and I hope people continue to make good money out there. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.